Rise with Sunrise. Let Miss Kitty and Dennis take over your Tuesday. We'll get things going with your morning checkup. Then it's off to the kitchen and breakfast is served. We'll get into some chess action, checkmate. Then we'll wrap your morning with Sunrise Freshers. You've never seen a sunrise quite like this.
You can open a Sagicor Bank savings account from anywhere. Go online and open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
7 o'clock.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, new telecoms provider on the horizon. JPS license up for review. Political heat rises in Portland. Parties go head-to-head Sunday. COVID-19 monument unveiled. Prime Minister touts resilience. In the business report, it's small biz, big dreams. And in sports, more support for Cavalier ahead of Titanic clash. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. It's Monday, March 10, 2025. I'm Nika Lewis. Thanks so much for joining us. The government is pressing ahead with key developments in telecommunications and energy, one involving a long-awaited mobile provider and the other a major utility agreement. But are both on track? Ramon Gordon tells us more.
Jamaicans can expect a new player in the telecommunications market this year. Rock Mobile, the country's third domestic player, is set to begin operations after securing final approval for its financing. Telecommunications Minister Darrell Vaz provided the update during a recent standing committee session, confirming that Rock Mobile has met the terms of its license.
It is expected that Jamaica's third mobile telecommunications operator will commence its service offerings in 2025 in keeping with the terms and conditions of its mobile license. In 2024, the Rock Mobile was given a further final 12-month extension to roll out its services to the public, as well as a deferral of 12 months for the payment of annual spectrum license.
The company was initially awarded spectrum in the 700 MHz band in 2021, but faced delays due to the pandemic and supply chain disruptions. The government granted a final extension last year, and Vaz says all indications pointed to a launch within the stipulated time frame.
And the best information I have is that the financing has finally been approved, and therefore they will be able to roll out in the time specified.
Another critical industry is also up for negotiation. The government is preparing to renegotiate the renewal of the Jamaica Public Service Company's monopoly license.
If the government of Jamaica does not indicate to the JPS score by July 7th of its intention.
We wrote them in January, remember?
Its intention.
We wrote them in January. So we are 6 months ahead of the timeline and the deadline. What more do we want?
The JPS license renewal is expected to be a defining issue in the country's energy sector, with concerns about cost, reliability and resilience following last year's hurricane-related outages. Minister Vaz says the government is committed to securing the best deal for Jamaicans. Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
The COVID-19 pandemic may feel like a distant memory for some, but for many, its impact is still deeply personal. Now, a new monument unveiled in Kingston is ensuring the sacrifices of those who worked on the front lines are never forgotten. Shante McNeil has more.
5 years after COVID-19 changed life as we knew it, its impact lingers, especially for those who lost loved ones. Among them, thousands of healthcare workers who gave their lives in the fight against the virus. While the world has moved on, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says their sacrifice will never be forgotten and support will continually be given to those working on the front line. He was speaking at the unveiling of the Healthcare Workers COVID-19 Monument at the National Chest Hospital on Monday morning.
This near 10 feet tall monument, which you will see momentarily, is not merely a memorial. It is also a promise to continue to honor the sacrifice of our healthcare heroes by building stronger healthcare systems and continuing to support those who serve on the front lines.
He is hopeful that the site will be used for reflection and a recommitment to a better future in public health. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, also in attendance, acknowledged that no monument can truly fill the void left behind. But he says the pandemic exposed critical vulnerabilities, making the country's economy even more resilient.
Jamaica is now better prepared for future shocks, whether it is another pandemic, a natural disaster, or a global economic downturn. Today, our healthcare sector is stronger. It is stronger in terms of the infrastructure. It is stronger in terms of the number of professionals that we have. We still need to pay some attention to remuneration and care.
Shanzay McNeil, CVM News.
In other news now, the battle is on in earnest to secure victory in Portland Eastern. Incumbent and wife of Portland Western MP Anne-Marie Vaz painted the picture of hard work and commitment to the people while throwing jabs at her political opponent, the PNP's Isaac Buchanan. She was addressing a JLP Area Council 2 meeting in the parish on Sunday. From a political neophyte to a seasoned campaigner in the making, Anne-Marie Vaz, dubbed Action Anne, shared her testimonials of how far the parish has come despite a vast history in the PNP's column.
32 years! Nobody knew that East Portland existed. 32 years, East Portland had no water, no road, no opportunity, no hope. Young people used to get their education and run out of the parish. No. This government that I am a part of has not spent millions on road, you know. They have spent billions on road in East Portland.
It's why she is confident the governing party will retain the parish in the upcoming elections, listing a raft of initiatives to include road repairs, academic support and healthcare services, living up to her promise of action.
So many roads, not even donkey could walk on them. And as much road as we fix is as much road that needs to be fixed. But it is impossible to fix 31 years of neglect in 5 years. Impossible. The entire budget for the entire island would have to be spent in Portland for that to happen. But if you look at what has happened in the last 5 years, you can be assured that within the next 5 years, we will almost reach where we want to reach.
Meantime, she notes her free mammogram program has helped over 200 women and several others benefiting from cancer care through the initiative.
I see where too many people are having cancer, and I'm urging the women to get tested. We spent over 9 million on education. Carter Park, when I came to East Portland, Carter Park was a goat pen. A goat pen. And today, we are able to play night football with a stadium level light in East Portland. This government understands sports and education.
Meantime, East Portland MP hopeful Isaac Buchanan is criticizing some of the Prime Minister's controversial remarks on crime. He was speaking at a public forum in the parish at the weekend. Here now is Courtney Lewis.
The PNP's representative, attorney Isaac Buchanan, argues there's a disconnect in reaching Jamaica's youth, and statements like "meet your maker" or "meet a judge" cause more harm than good, and is, as the attorney puts it, unconstitutional. He also makes a push for stronger youth advocacy from political representatives. East Portland MP hopeful Isaac Buchanan is wary on some of the Prime Minister's now infamous commentaries on crime. He says across the island, the youth have been disconnected from being perceived as the future.
The Prime Minister have a habit of labeling the youth of this country violence contributors. If they get themselves in trouble, they say, "Meet the judge" or "meet your maker." All of these are statements that is an attack on the Constitution, the right to life. I will call it no other thing but incitement to murder. He urges Jamaicans to reject the Prime Minister's stance and calls for greater support in youth empowerment by meeting Jamaica's youth halfway. We have to speak to them and we have to encourage them even when they're falling short in the education department. We have to set them back on that train to ensure that they get that education. He adds more advocacy and government assistance can further improve academic performance and youth engagement. There is equity in education, a sense of ensuring that every single child have access to the opportunity to become the best versions of themselves. The true meaning of upliftment will come from strong advocacy, and that is my message to the youth. Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Well, Courtney is still in studio because she has so much more to tell us about the forum. Right, Courtney?
Right. Well, there's so much more to come from this forum in East Portland. The Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines was also in attendance, shoring up support for the People's National Party and Isaac Buchanan. He even gave a speech of his own, so stay tuned for more in our future newscasts.
All right, we're looking forward. But with that, we're going to take a quick one. Do stay with us.
SuperMed Family of Pharmacies, your trusted partner in health and wellness for over 30 years, with 8 convenient pharmacies across Eastern Jamaica. SuperMed Mall Pharmacy, SuperMed New Kingston, SuperMed Pepine, SuperMed Port Antonio Pharmacies 1 and 2, Claire's St. Mary, Lloyd's St. Thomas, and a convenient drive-through at our Hughenden location where you can get your medication without leaving your car. We're dedicated to providing you with the highest level of care. Experience the difference with SuperMed Family of Pharmacies. Super happy, super healthy.
And you go down and have a good day. Blessing. SuperMed.
Digital, live life your way. No free what? Digital postpaid. With digital postpaid, it's all about you. Sign up or pay your bills to stay active for a chance to win a luxurious all-expense paid trip for 2 to Royalton, Antigua. With round-trip flights on us. Every week you could win exciting prizes. Event tickets, gym memberships, spa packages, excursion adventures, restaurant vouchers, and more. When you opt in on the My Digital app, life your way starts now. With Digital, better connected.
Welcome back. The redevelopment of a tax office that serves thousands of locals in Western Jamaica is now sparking concerns for one member of Parliament caretaker. She says the people have been inconvenienced for many years. Trisha Gay Kelly joins me now in studio for more in this story.
Well, Nika, though plans for the redevelopment of the Montego Bay tax office in 2022 were estimated for a 3-year period, it seems the government is falling behind its deadline. The opposition, however, is not letting them off the hook that easily and has taken on to the issue, asking for answers. The Montego Bay tax office in St. James closed for business in 2022 due to a reported air conditioning system malfunction. The office's services were relocated to another town in the parish, while the completion date for its redevelopment was set for around 2025. 3 months in, and the opposition's MP caretaker for Central St. James, Janice Allen, is questioning whether the office will be reopening soon.
That we need to have communication with the government. We deserve to hear why this building was closed in the first instance, and we deserve to know what is the latest and where things are with its reopening, if at all. Because in the 3 years since the closure, no work has begun, but was closed because of air quality issue. The question is, if that is the case, why it's not being worked on as yet?
In 2023, former Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, in his budget presentation, said the government would be breaking ground for the redevelopment of the agency.
We are in development of the Montego Bay Tax Office, Madam Speaker, to upgrade to a Montego Bay Revenue Service Centre, Madam Speaker, in Montego Bay, Madam Speaker, in the upcoming fiscal year. Madam Speaker, this tax office will feature the first ever drive-through teller at a tax office in Jamaica.
But the opposition is concerned with the progress of this redevelopment. Allen also says the parish capital does not have a common ground for government agencies.
Overall, there's disjointed government operations in the city of Montego Bay. NIS one place, tax admin one place, company's office another. It is time as Montegonians we have one central place where we do business with the government.
Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Shifting gears now, a family is left with nothing but hopes following the disappearance of a father figure in their home. But the victim's daughter says people have been calling relatives demanding money for his safe return. Trisha Gay Kelly reports.
A woman is pleading for help in locating her father, who has been missing for over a week. Vincent Walters is a mechanic from Kitsatown, St. Catherine, where he was last seen before being reported missing.
He went to work, and ever since he went to work, we haven't heard back from him since then.
Brittany believes her father has possibly been abducted since he was threatened on numerous occasions before his disappearance. She says people normally lash out when the mechanic spoke up about his missing tools.
So-called scammers have been calling our phones, the contacts on the flyer, and saying that they are constable calling from a specific police station saying that they had him arrested. When we did our follow-up with it, they have been requesting an amount of $300,000 to have him released. When we went to the station to find out if that was the case, the police at the stations, they said that they don't know of that. They weren't the one who called us.
Though the police are actively investigating the matter, she's pleading with the possible offenders to return her father to his family.
Just please, if you have just one bit of good in your heart, just please, just find that good deep down. Just please return him. Please call the nearest police station. I really need your help. I really need my father back. My nephew need him. My son need him. My grandfather needs him. He is the cornerstone of our family. We really need him.
Mr. Walters was last seen in a blue and white striped shirt, black jeans, and Timberland shoes. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Thanks, Trisha. Well, ahead of the break, we have Jordan Fort in studio with a preview for sports.
Well, Nika, of course, that big match between Cavalier and Inter Miami, the second leg clash in the round of 16 tie in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, that comes up on Thursday. Cavalier have been getting more support, close to $20 million more to prepare for that second leg match. Plus, we talk about that Monday match night clash between Arnett Gardens and Racing United at Anthony Spalding Sports Complex.
All right, there you have it. He's a man of sports, Jordan Fort. Join him later with sports. So we take a break, but stay with us.
luxurious all-expense paid trip for two to Royalton, Antigua with round-trip flights on us. Every week you could win exciting prizes, event tickets, gym memberships, spa packages, excursion adventures, restaurant vouchers, and more. When you opt in on the My Digicel app, life your way starts now with Digicel. Better connected.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Rise with sunrise. Let Miss Kitty and Dennis take over your Tuesday. We'll get things going with your morning checkup. Then it's off to the kitchen and breakfast is served. We'll get into some chess action, checkmate. Then we'll wrap your morning with sunrise freshers. You've never seen a sunrise quite like this.
We welcome you back with some business news because the modeling industry across the world employs approximately 3.5 billion people, and this is one of the reasons a local entrepreneur is geared towards boosting that sector with a model school. Adrian Williams has that for you in this Small Biz, Big Dreams feature.
For Small Biz Big Dreams today, we're going to be speaking to Miss Alicia Thorpe, CEO and founder for My Model University. She's going to be telling us why a university? What's up with the name My Model University? Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. How did you get into this aspect of the model fashion?
Well, I've always been modeling. I grew up with a father who was in photography, so I've always been in front of the camera. I wanted a place that models can come to learn the fundamentals of modeling, but a place that don't have restrictions when it comes on to how you enter the modeling realm. Because not everyone wants to do runway. You have persons who want to do commercial, editorial, high fashion, beauty. The next 5 years, I see My Model University having a full faculty, a building perhaps where persons can come in to build their portfolio. We have a studio, we have some bunking areas where you can sleep, where the staff can sleep, a whole media team, more lecturers, more teachers, and to just travel internationally and put Jamaica on the map, not just for fashion or editorial, but for all aspects of modeling. MU is a community, just like modeling is symbiotic with fashion. So of course, MU is wearing a custom-made couture by our New York designer, Pepper Jack. And it is inspired by 90s dancehall because we have to represent our Jamaican culture.
Talk to us about the posing and the walking.
Modeling is a skill. Some persons naturally have it, like our model here, Yolanda, but it's always something that you can enhance. And it helps you to be confident in yourself when you're not slouching as much and you can stand up straight and be able to walk with confidence and know that you belong here. Well, that's it. So there's different types of posing that you can do. You have the fixed posing where you just stay for like a minute or so until the photographer captures it. And then you have fluidity, which is where you dive from one pose to another in a quick motion.
All right, and then now, talk to us about walking.
Okay, so we actually have our walk coach, Jermaine Dyer. He is the founder and CEO of Sway Model Management and Male Model Management. And we also have Celine Diedrich, who's an intermediate coach to teach the girls how to walk as well. Yolanda is going to do a little display of what we do at Model Cam. So Rachel is here and she will be giving you a little rundown of what we're wearing.
And actually, what we see here, Alicia, she's wearing a bomber jacket. It's 100% silk. I lined it with a sequin fabric covered with feathers. You can see the detailing here. This is all silk lined. Here we have an actual double layer as well. I tend to do a lot of layering. So here you'll find a double layer. This is a sequin layered mesh over gold. This is our Pepper Jack logo and the feathers here that lined the hip area. Okay, and so Yolanda, she's actually wearing a cocktail dress from our collection. So what we did is we actually chose to get a glitter sort of fabric, and we wanted to make sure we put our Pepper Jack buttons down the center front. Yes, and then here you will see that we actually included some sort of boning to actually cinch the waistline. Underneath you have 8 layers, which includes silk, mesh, feathers, and this actually brings the collection together. So you can see that this is a complete family.
This was a very radiant and vibrant episode right here on Small Biz Big Dreams. Because guess what?
You are that model.
This was Small Biz Big Dreams. Dream big.
Now we go to the break with social media.
So, what's trending in our local social media spaces? Portland Western MP Darrell Vaz claims that outsiders are driving the recent surge in crime in Portland, disrupting the parish's previously peaceful atmosphere. Here are some of your reactions. At Gabardine 007 asks, is Portland a country? Who exactly are these outsiders? Are they coming from Haiti? So many questions. At Live, Learn, Laugh, Love, Life shares, smart move, cause Portland needs to remain one of our safe and beautiful parishes. Only together and united can it remain so. At George 2024 ponders, I wonder where they're coming from and who brought them there. At Ace.Lek writes, a true, as something happened them come a Portland come cool out. At Will Ryan Wilson says, outsiders, stop it. At Gray_Thompson posts, Portland been a low crime and violence parish. When since these killings start, Haitians been coming to Jamaica by boat for decades. Something not right. And that's what's trending in our online spaces today. Continue to share your thoughts with us on X at CVM TV and CVM Television on Facebook. I'm Courtney Lewis.
We take a break ahead of sports with Jordan Fort.
Attention motorists, it's time to switch to the T-Tag on Trans-Jam highways. Our automated T-Tag lanes reduce the cost of managing cash at our toll plazas, and drivers of Class 1 and 2 vehicles who use the T-Tag pay a lower toll fare than those who use the manually operated toll booths. They also get their 10th trip through any toll plaza free. The T-Tag makes it quicker, more cost-efficient, and safer for our customers. So switch to the T-Tag today and experience the convenience. T-Tag packages are discounted to only $1,500, including a $500 toll credit from now until March 31st.
CVM TV and live Jamaica Premier League action on a Monday night. A match made in heaven. We call it Monday Match Night. Catch all the hard-pounding JPL Monday night action from now until the end of the season on CVM TV's Monday Match Night. Matchday Mondays at 7:45 p.m. with a rebroadcast Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Nothing else can quite match up. Monday Match Night, powered by Sunshine Snacks and ABC Electrical.
Hey you know all the people in your business?
You should take advantage of CVM TV's unbeatable small business advertising package. Trust me.
And get your goods and services in front of your customers today.
For $150,000, you get a high-quality professional commercial.
plus 20 prime-time commercial spots.
That's massive exposure at a fraction of the cost.
Including on the #1 morning show in Jamaica, Sunrise.
So don't wait. Call us on 658-208-5377 and see your business goals happen right here on CVM Television.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Do whatever the crunch you want with KFC's popcorn chicken. Now available in hot and spicy. KFC, it's finger licking good. The time by KFC is
7:30.
Welcome to CVM Sports. I'm Jordan Fort. Let's kick off with some football news. Arnett Gardens and Racing United will do battle at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex in CVM TV's Monday match night return. Arnett are looking to restore their 4-point gap on third place Mobay United with a victory this evening. Now, our reporter Ronaldo Adams is at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex and now joins us with this preview. Ronaldo.
I mean, it's for us to go there and win and give a good performance. Yeah, we still want to go to
United tonight. The 3 points would see them enter the coveted playoff spot in 6. Let's now check
in. As possible that we get maximum points tonight. I think the last time we played this, I think we won in Portmore. I think the first encounter here we drew. Okay, but tough opposition. It's not going to be easy for us tonight, and we have to go out and play hard.
That is very, very important, the 3 points, but let's say we have to play on the pitch and get that. But the mindset is very, very positive and upbeat. The players are ready and ready to go.
Both coaches expressing confidence, Ronaldo. Anytime Arnett plays, it's usually a packed atmosphere inside the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. What's the atmosphere like?
That is very true, Jordan. However, tonight, I'm not sure what is happening, but not many fans are in the stands tonight. That was also evident in the first match of the doubleheader between Montego Bay United and Chapelton Maroons. But nonetheless, some fans are still making their way inside the stadium, and hopefully we'll have a very good matchup tonight.
Of course, thank you so much, Ronaldo. That's CVM TV's Monday match night. Now, earlier, Montego Bay United edged struggling Chapelton Maroons 1-0 to temporarily move to within a point of second place Arnett Gardens. The game was 16 minutes old when Shaniel Thomas found the target for Mobay to see them move to 56 points. Chapelton, on the other hand, remained 12th in the standings, only above the drop zone on goal difference.
Pastor Reynolds, coach, what did you make of that performance, first of all, in your first time in charge?
I thought we did pretty well. Was kind of disappointed with the first 25-30 minutes. Really, we shouldn't have conceded that goal, but I thought we came back out second half and gave as good as we got. 2 sessions with the team. I'm pretty satisfied for most part, but clearly we have some work to do.
Coach, you got that win. It was narrow, but I think for the most part, your team would have controlled the game well.
Yeah, I think we spoke in the week, said, listen, you can score 1 goal in the first half and how you monitor the game, and that we did well tonight. We should have scored more. But I said before, we're playing a team that is facing relegation, that they're not going to come lying down, so I think they made it a little bit hard for us in certain part of the game, but I think we won the game from the first half.
All right, now CONCACAF Caribbean champions Cavalier have received close to $20 million in cash and kind as they prepare for Thursday's second leg round of 16 clash against Inter Miami in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Cavalier, who trailed 2-0 after the first leg, opposed Lionel Messi's Inter Miami team at the National Stadium Thursday evening. On Monday, Red Stripe, Wisynco and the government, through the Sports Development Foundation, announced approximately $17 million in support for the Jamaica Premier League champions ahead of the game. The Jamaica Tourist Board is also paying the cost of Cavalier's accommodation at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel ahead of the contest. The team was also sponsored to the tune of $5 million by Supreme Ventures before last Thursday's first leg in Florida.
I think we're pretty much on track in terms of welcoming our patrons on Thursday. We really want to say thanks to our sponsors that have come on board to make this experience memorable for us as a club, but also as a country. Our sponsors are Supreme Ventures, Red Stripe, Sports Development Foundation, Wisynco, and of course Jamaica Tourist Board. Both Wisynco and Red Stripe will be giving away products to some of our patrons on the day of the event. I believe this is a start for Jamaica. I think this game is a start for Jamaica, and we want to grow from this game to showcase that Jamaica can have a club or clubs that can represent the Caribbean in a very meaningful way and make a statement within this type of competition. I welcome everyone who have not gotten their tickets to get their tickets now to come and experience how proud it is for a Jamaican local club to be on this stage participating at this level, and we will be competitive on Thursday.
It's about normalizing the Inter-Miami team, so players are comfortable playing against players with such high esteem. They are really good players. Alba is 35, but he runs up and down like he's 25. He thinks he's 25. Busquets, that's a brilliant player. Difficult to take the ball off him when he has it under control. Lionel Messi, I don't have to say anything about it. And Suarez, he just needs a wisp of the goal and he'll score. So and they have additional players, younger players who are very good too, that people are not watching, but they are so effective. So, I mean, it's going to be a difficult game. So our task is to normalize these players and get our players to believe that they can compete. I think we did that in the first game, but we'll have to do the process will have to go all over.
Now, Kingston College and Excelsior retained their respective corporate area titles, holding off strong challenges from their rivals at Ashenheim Stadium at Jamaica College at the weekend. Kingston College tallied 463 points to finish just ahead of Jamaica College with 414.5 and Calabar 301. On the girls' side, Excelsior beat Immaculate by 15 points. Excelsior tallied 351 points to Immaculate's 336, with Wolmer's girls finishing third with 286.5 points.
This victory means a lot to us, especially because starting the championship, and I don't know, 8-time champion start the championship as an underdog, but we started as an underdog. We were dubbed worthy challengers, and so winning here today means a whole lot to the girls and the coaches and the Excelsior fraternity.
I feel great about the victory today. I mean, we came second, and although that wasn't what we hoped for, we put up an extremely good fight. And shout out to Excelsior as well, they did extremely well. And I'm just so proud of the team. I mean, we stayed strong throughout the entire championships, and I'm just extremely proud.
All right, so that's sports. Tossing it back over to Nika at the news desk.
Thank you, Jordan. And that's it for CVM News at 7. Thanks so much for having joined us. I'm Nika Lewis. But stay tuned for our Monday match night football game right after this.
The flavor that sings to you, salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, natural, sweet.